I think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills.
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis. There's a lot of girls in WNBA that have done it in spurts, but you know that game I'm watching y'all in the Final Four, I'm like, damn, like, and I was a hater because you know I'm down. She was like, she's not gonna hit that shot, and bam, like, damn, she's not gonna hit that shot, man. Like if I say 10 times you're not gonna hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you're the truth. So I'm telling you now.
Nobody expected Caitlin Clark to shut down the legendary center Brittany Griner with just one move. This wasn't just any match.
Nobody saw this coming. Caitlin Clark shutting down Brittany Griner with just one cold move? This wasn't just another on-court battle. This was a full-blown showdown between the old guard and the new queen in the making. But the wildest twist? Angel Reese just jumped in, and what she's saying might flip the whole WNBA upside down. Angel had been minding her business, staying quiet through most of the Griner versus Clark drama. But now, she's speaking out, and she's not holding back. She says the internet's got it twisted. Folks have been calling Caitlin spoiled, privileged, and even accusing her of baiting Griner into some viral drama. But Angel's clapping back hard and flipping the whole story. According to Angel, Brittany Griner's the one people should be watching. In a recent sit-down, Angel dropped a bomb, claiming that the real reason Brittany came at Caitlin weeks ago wasn't about competition. It was to shut her up before she exposed something major. And what's crazier? Angel says Brittany was trying to send a loud message. If I can put hands on you in public and nothing happens, imagine what I could do behind the scenes. That's not sportsmanship, that's a threat. And here's the real gag. Angel Reese, out of all people, is backing Caitlin Clark. Let that sink in. These two have been locked in fierce rivalry since day one. But now, Angel's choosing truth over beef. Sources close to the situation say Angel couldn't sit back anymore while the media twisted the narrative. Something felt off, and she decided it was time to call it out. So what really went down between Griner and Clark? Why is Angel suddenly the voice of reason in a feud she was never supposed to touch? Whatever it is, the layers are finally being pulled back, and the WNBA will never be the same again. People have been coming for Caitlin Clark all season, and for what? There's no solid reason behind the hate, just pure noise and shade from folks who seem mad she's shining too bright. One user on X even had the nerve to say Caitlin's a talented player, but a bad example for kids. Like, really? He claimed her behavior during the tournament was disappointing and that she missed her shot at being a good role model. But let's be real. All Caitlin's been doing is standing tall, clapping back at the ones trying to tear her down and handling her business on the court. So where's this bad example talk coming from? It feels like people are just making stuff up to push a weird agenda against her. And it doesn't stop there. The hate's been snowballing with people calling her everything from entitled to bratty to straight up diva. Out of nowhere, comment sections started lighting up with takes like, Caitlin Clark seems a little self-entitled and I can't stand her. Or Caitlin Clark always been so entitled. One even took it a step further and said, Caitlin Clark is not a damsel in distress. She's an a-hole, but fights it instead of embracing it. Give it more time. Like, what? These comments didn't come out of thin air. If you check the dates, most of them started popping up right when her drama with Brittany Griner hit the headlines. Coincidence? Not likely. It's starting to look like folks took sides real quick, man, and decided Caitlin was the one to drag. And if you ask Angel Reese, none of this happened by chance. And she says the sudden wave of hate against Caitlin Clark wasn't random at all. In fact, Angel straight up believes Brittany Griner had a hand in it. And she's not sugarcoating anything. During a recent interview, Angel spilled that she thinks Brittany went after Caitlin on purpose. And the reason, it wasn't just about basketball. According to Angel, Brittany was trying to shut Caitlin down before she had the chance to air out some serious dirt. Angel didn't hold back, and she said, it's obvious. Brittany might be acting slick. But according to Angel, she knows we know the truth. And no matter how hard Brittany tries to silence folks, bullying one player won't stop what's already in motion. So now the question is, what exactly is this secret Angel's hinting at? This is where it all gets messy. There have been whispers flying around for years. Rumors about Brittany's alleged DNA results that supposedly reveal certain physical traits that set her apart in a way that has folks talking. And while that alone has sparked controversy, insiders say it runs even deeper than that. Word is the WNBA has been aware of this for a while and chose to keep it quiet. Insiders are claiming it's been an open secret behind the scenes, something everybody in the league knows but no one talks about publicly. So if Caitlyn wasn't going to blow it wide open, Angel might have done it herself. The pressure's building. And now it's not just about rivalries, so who's really keeping it real here? Angel Reese or someone pulling strings higher up in the WNBA? And why hasn't any other player stepped up to defend Caitlin Clark? That silence is loud. But the real shocker is that Angel is the one putting Brittany Griner on blast. Nobody saw that coming, especially since Angel and Brittany never had any public beef before. They weren't close, but there was always mutual respect. Not long ago, Angel even went viral for gassing Brittany up. She supposedly said that prime Brittany Griner could take down prime Allen Iverson. Fans ran wild with it. Angel later denied saying it, but the twist? She never actually disagreed with the claim. So if you read between the lines, it's clear she's always thought Brittany was a real force on the court. And Brittany didn't take offense either. When asked about it, she played it cool saying, "We know this fake. AI was and will be one of the most exciting players to watch. I get crossed up watching his highlights. It was all laughs, no shade, no drama." Angel and Brittany have even hyped each other up in the past. In one recent interview with Rolling Stone, Brittany gave Angel serious props, saying, "I love the hype. I love everything. I love the fact that we have all these new fans. I think the momentum is definitely growing." That's major respect coming from a vet. Brittany clearly sees Angel as the future of the WNBA, someone bringing the spotlight and the energy. And Angel? She's always spoken highly of Brittany's skills. If anyone were going to come for Brittany in this whole mess, the last person anyone would have guessed was Angel Reese. Fans honestly thought Angel would ride for Brittany, no question. After all, Angel and Caitlyn, they're straight up rivals. Sports fans and commentators stay comparing them, and right now, it's clear they're neck and neck as the WNBA's top competition. But what really had folks' jaws on the floor was that Angel didn't just not defend Brittany, she sided with Caitlyn. Like, huh? These two have been battling for the spotlight since college, and it's been non-stop comparisons ever since. And just when people thought the tension couldn't get any wilder, Angel's own mentor, Shaquille O'Neal, basically poured gas on the fire. Everyone remembers Angel's podcast interview with Shaq. It went viral, but not for the reason Angel probably hoped. Shaq used that whole segment to hype up Caitlin Clark like crazy, calling her the best thing since sliced bread. He couldn't stop praising her. And when Shaq asked Angel why she thought people were obsessed with Caitlin, her answer said everything. Instead of giving props for her skills, Angel downplayed it, saying people liked her because of the logo threes. Shaq wasn't having it. He checked her on the spot, reminding her that Caitlin's way more than deep shots. He said she's the full package, period. Shaq didn't just compliment Caitlin, he straight up crowned her the future of basketball right in front of Angel. And if you watch that interview clip, it's clear Angel looked tight. But hold up, this whole thing goes way deeper. Remember that viral moment when Angel Reese hit Caitlin Clark with the "you can't see me" hand sign? People dragged Angel for it, calling her ghetto and all kinds of other nonsense. But then Caitlin did the exact same move to Hailey Van Lith. And guess what? Crickets. Folks just brushed it off like it was nothing. That double standard sparked a major debate across the league, and fans were not staying quiet about it. At first, it looked like just your average player rivalry, a little back and forth between two top-tier stars. But let's be real, this ain't your regular beef. Angel and Caitlin have always been framed as opposites, and no one ever thought they'd end up on the same side of anything. That's why Angel stepping into the Brittany Griner mess is turning so many heads. This isn't about clout chasing or jumping on a viral moment. Angel doesn't need to speak up. If anything, she's putting herself at risk by doing it. But she's clearly not worried about backlash. She's here to call out the truth, no matter who catches strays in the process. And when you really look at the pattern, it makes sense why Angel would back Caitlyn. Caitlyn's not just caught in drama, she's being targeted. Ever since she stepped into the league, she's been hit with non-stop hate, called entitled, accused of being jealous, and straight up bullied on the court. Other players stayed throwing shade, cheap shots, and dirty elbows, all while keeping up that fake smile in interviews. But the situation exploded with that now infamous clip, Brittany Griner straight up attacking Caitlyn during a game. It was aggressive, it was out of line, and it got Brittany ejected on the spot. Now here's where things get real messy. It's not just what Brittany Griner said, it's how people reacted to it. If it had been anyone else, that kind of comment would have ended their career on the spot. Just think back to 2021. Remember when Liz Cambage allegedly called players on the Nigerian women's basketball team racial slurs? That situation blew up fast. Liz was forced to back out of the Olympics, and before long, her entire WNBA career unraveled. She never fully bounced back, but now fast forward to Brittany and suddenly it's crickets? Folks are acting like dropping racial slurs mid-game isn't a big deal anymore. The silence is wild. Now let's flip the script. Imagine Caitlin Clark said those exact same words to Brittany. You already know what would have happened. The suspension would be instant, the fines would be massive, and every headline would be screaming hate crime. The media would drag her for months. The double standard is loud and fans are starting to call it out. And what makes it worse, Brittany hasn't even tried to clean up her mess. No apology, no accountability, not even a basic acknowledgement that her words may have cut deep. She walked away from that incident like nothing ever happened. And that's got people heated. But here's the part that really pushed Angel Reese to speak up. According to insiders, Brittany wasn't just brushing it off, as she was bragging about it. She was walking around like she runs the league, allegedly saying she can do whatever she wants and nobody's gonna check her. That kind of energy, it's not confidence, it's straight up arrogance. Brittany already got caught on camera going at Caitlyn, but instead of laying low, she doubled down and made it everyone's problem. That attitude right there, it's what made Angel say, nah, this can't slide. Behind the scenes, Brittany Griner's been making waves, and not in a good way. Reports say she's been trying to check other players like she's their coach, ignoring team leadership and acting like her spot on the roster is guaranteed. That kind of ego doesn't just create tension, it shakes the whole team dynamic. And what's worse, the top execs in the league, they've been looking the other way. Instead of stepping in, the league let Brittany move reckless. And that silence said everything. It sent a clear message to the rest of the WNBA. If you've got enough clout, you can do whatever you want. No discipline, no consequences, just power plays. So when Brittany came for Caitlin Clark on the court, no surprise the league didn't say a word. Even though fans, former stars, and big-name commentators were demanding accountability, nothing happened. But Angel Reese? She wasn't about to sit on the sidelines. She stepped in and shook the whole league with her version of the truth. She called out the silence, the favoritism, and the real reason Brittany came at Caitlyn. And now, the game's changed. Now new whispers are starting to fly, and they're all pointing at Angel. Word is she might be next on Brittany's hit list just for speaking up. But here's the catch. Angel's not scared. She's gearing up to finish what Caitlyn started. And if Brittany tries to come at her the same way, that move might backfire big time. Angel's got eyes on her now. And if Brittany thinks she can pull another stunt, she might just be playing herself out of the league. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.